All right, Iceland has become a hotspot for tourism, and we're about to get a taste. From its stunning views to rich culture, more than 2 million people visit Iceland every year. And now back for the 9th year, Taste of Iceland returns to Toronto, offering a glimpse into Iceland's culture. And here with her take is the Canadian-born First Lady of Iceland, Eliza Reid. Welcome back to Your Morning.
Oh, thank you for having me again.
So when we last spoke, it was 2016. Your husband had just won. You had just become the First Lady.
Yeah.
Tell me about the transition to becoming First Lady, how that's been going, how your Canadian roots have played into that. And then I want to ask you about learning Icelandic.
Yes, well, that's a whole interview in itself, I think, a little bit. It's been great. It's such a privilege to be able to serve in this capacity, and every day is a little bit different. There's such a great opportunity to meet people all around Iceland, all around the world, do all kinds of interesting things, and I love being able to showcase my adopted homeland in other places. Although I'm very proud of my Canadian roots always, of course. You asked a little bit about what our similarities are.
Yeah.
And I often say, I think, because as Canadians, we're all such friendly people, and that's obviously been very helpful because I have to meet a lot of people all the time and interact with a lot of different people. And I think overall, the two countries were very sort of open-minded, welcoming, progressive countries, focus a lot on sustainability and gender equality, and those are kind of similar values between us. And I think we also know that, nature is boss in a lot of ways.
We're going to talk about some of that in a moment. I do want to ask you about learning Icelandic. When I emailed some of my friends here in Canada who have Icelandic heritage, they said the #1 thing that has impressed people there is that you learned the language. I look at some of those names and they seem like just a string of vowels.
There's a lot of complex grammars and some rolling R's and everything. And I think the key thing is really not to be shy about it.
Okay, can I put you on the spot? Can I ask you to say, happy to be back in Canada or something like that?
Gaman að vera aftur í Canada here.
Very good. That's incredible. 80,000 Canadians traveled to Iceland last year. What is the draw?
Well, I think one of the things is it's really not that far away. So it's a 5-hour flight from Toronto or Montreal. It's only a 7.5-hour flight from Vancouver even, because you can cut across the north. So it's a lot closer than people think. The nature and landscape are totally different. The people are really friendly, but it's also something very different than what you might experience in Canada. And it's very safe and peaceful. Great food people can try who are here in Toronto this weekend.
For the Taste of Iceland. There's been a huge push also to be a draw and a hub for the arts and culture community. What is it about the island that cultivates that?
Well, I think that, the landscape and the environment are unique, but also it's an island nation, and so we've all had to develop, cultural heritages and traditions sort of in an isolated way, and the cultural pursuits in general are really well respected. So they're well supported by the government. They're encouraged from a young age, and people. So you'll meet a lot of people who say, "Well, I'm an accountant, but I'm also in a heavy metal band or something like that." Yeah.
When you come back home to Canada, you're from Ontario originally. What is it that you have to do that you have missed by being in Iceland?
Well, I'm going to tell you, because it's not even 9 in the morning yet, is it? But I have already eaten a butter tart. Oh. But, some of the foods, I guess, I like to see old friends if I'm in an area where I have old friends to catch up with. It is nice to be able to speak English in a lot of places and not have to worry about my grammar or my accent.
Well, we're always happy to have you back here on Your Morning. Thanks for coming back in.
My pleasure. Nice to see you again.
And wishing you all the best as you continue your role representing Canada over in Iceland.
Thank you.
All right, for more on the Taste of Iceland, you can head to our website, yourmorning.ca. Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.